distance on a map. Alright, so subtopic, calculating or measuring distance on a map. Alright, so we got that so far. So step one, get you a strip of paper.
Sir, can you repeat the topic again, sir?
Oh my word, where were you? You were not. You were not at your seat writing down. You just come back into the house and yeah, now you try to play smart. Yeah, try to play smart. Or you drop asleep a while ago and you just wake up. Alright, so we are looking at scale. So right now we are going to be practicing a very important skill, and that skill is measuring distance on a map. So subtopic is measuring distance on a map.
Okay, sir.
Cool. And the first step is to get you a piece of paper, get you a leaf, get you a book leaf, get you a folder leaf, get you some paper, a strip of paper. All right, so having your strip of paper now, check, check, check. You're going to fold your strip of paper. Notice I don't tell you how to fold it, you just go fold it. Any way you want to fold it. Any way you want to fold it. You can fold it in half perfectly, or you can fold it imperfectly like how I did, you know. Because what we want to do, folding the paper ensures that I have a straight line. That's all I want. I want a perfectly straight line. So maybe you were taking out your paper to use and you ripped it out of the book and it's full of jagged edges. We don't want the jagged edges. So you're going to fold it so that it produces a nice straight line. So step two is fold the paper so it produces a straight line. Step two, fold the paper so that it produces a straight line. All right, so I've opened my second camera. So adjust it so that you're not required. I'll adjust it to the wrong side. Oh, that's so wide. That's the width of my camera. Come on, man. All right, I can't adjust it anymore. All right, so second step, fold the paper to produce a straight line. Third step, place the strip of paper along the 2 points that are to be measured. Place a strip of paper along the 2 points.
Sir, along the what?
The 2 points. Place a strip of paper along the 2 points that are to be measured. Full stop. Step 75.
What? Sir?
Oh, sorry. What step are we? I thought it was
Step
75.
4.
Step 4. Okay,
Sir, we're
cool.
going to step 4.
Okay, I thought it was 75. I guess we'll reach 75 soon. All right, so step 4. Mark off, MARKOFF. Mark off the 2 points. Mark off the 2 points onto your strip of paper. Mark off the 2 points onto your strip of paper. So step 4, mark off the 2 points onto your strip of paper. Step 5. Step 5. Place the strip of paper.
Sir, repeat that, please.
I just said step 5. Do you want me to repeat step 4?
No, sir. What you said first was step 5, miss. Sir,
All right,
repeat.
so step 5, place the strip of paper. I said, I'm going to give David some of my coffee. David wants to sleep, you see? David wants to sleep. David. David. Right, this over here. This over here. Some of my coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
But you want to sleep, man. You just stay up all night last night to play Among Us. Fortnite. Yes, coffee is not for you guys. I'm just joking. Yes, coffee is not for you because, yeah, as Keena said, yes, he stayed up bouncing around the house. All over the walls.
Sir, can you repeat step 5?
Sure. Step 5. Place a strip of paper. That's where we reach. We didn't go any further. Place the strip of paper. Anybody wants to guess what I might say next? Like, you know, where would we place the strip of paper? Let me see if you were. But we're on the map.
On a flat surface.
Sure, the map is all flat, but we're on which part of the flat surface?
On the scale?
Very interesting. I think Latoya was about to say that, but somebody. Priscilla, was that you?
Yes, sir.
Why your bad mind, Latoya? Latoya was about to say the answer, and Priscilla just run past her and say it. That's what you were about to say, no, Latoya?
So I was saying on the scale.
Yes, I don't know, man. Understand you all raise your hand and then way there, Priscilla just jump in and beat and bully. Priscilla, you're a bully. Yes, bully Latoya out her answer. Alright, so yes, so you're going to place the strip of paper with the 2 marks along the scale of the map. So place the strip of paper. I like to be very specific. So place the strip of paper with the 2 marks along the scale of the map. Full stop. All right, not hearing me well? All right, watch your style, watch your style, watch your style. I'll be right back. Mic check. 1, 3. Testing for sound and clarity. Sound and quality. Oh my. Am I better?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. There was nothing wrong with your mic.
Neil, why you make me log out and nothing wrong with my mic? And jeez and peace. Guess what happened now? Guess what stupid thing I just did? What happens when you log out and log back in?
Sir, the
Sir,
chat
everything
clears.
You
clears.
can't see the chat, sir.
Everything will just type in the chat gone. All of the register gone. So hold on. Don't just spam the chat yet with the your names. Yeah, don't just spam it yet. But yeah, you're not gonna have to write over the names in the chat. Yeah, that's the reason I don't want to spam the chat with the names yet, because I see that Kenya is writing the steps for 10 years. So if everybody just start put them name, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is like 5,000 miles away from 3. All right, so step 4 was to place a strip of paper along the strip of paper with the 2 points along the scale of the map. All right, so which scale of the map you think that we are going to put that strip of paper? Which one are the types of scale? Which one are the types of scale you think we're going to place the strip against? Is it the ratio scale that we're going to place the strip against?
Yes, sir.
The ratio scale?
No, sir.
Interesting.
No, sir, not the ratio scale.
Why we can't place it against the ratio scale?
Sir, because the ratio scale is only showing the measurement. You can't measure it by putting the piece of paper there.
Cool. All right, so that is exactly the reason we can put it against that. All right.
Sir, there's supposed to be like a line scale showing the kilometers. So you measure it against that scale.
All right, definitely. All right, so I'm trying to adjust. There we go. All right, so first of all, if you look over to the other Marlon Henry, you would see a map on your screen. And what's this is a place in Japan. Yeah, it's a place in Japan that I am using. Yes. Anybody knows the map? What's the name of this map? Where would you find the name of the map?
Sir, at the top.
Sir, at the top.
At the top. What is at the top?
Map of Wonowe.
The title of the map.
Okay, the title of the map. So that's where you would find what the map is showing or the name of the map. So it's always in the title. And this title says it's the map. As I said, it's a place in Japan. I don't know how. Yeah, it's kind of
It's
hard.
Saeedville in Japan.
It's hard to pronounce, you know. So some place in Japan. I think it's called Wonowe. So it's a place in Japan named Wonowe. Man, why is it so hard to adjust? So it's a place in Japan. It's called Wonowe, and it's on this part. It's not not all of the map. It's just a portion of the map that is being shown. So we have places, we have towns, like for example. Anybody can say a name of a place?
Saeedville.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And we have,
Sir Goodhall.
yeah. Yeah, these are towns in Japan.
Christine.
Yeah. And we have, it's weird that a place in Japan has all these English names, but
Sir Brown. Sir, is you make up the words.
it's weird. This Japanese place has so many English words.
Sir, I know for a fact that there's no way.
Sir, that just happens to be the names of our classmates.
What? What are you talking about?
Sir, look at this. New Haven. What a coincidence. Look at this again. Goodhall. What a coincidence.
That's weird. That's suspicious.
Sir, you're suspicious.
That's weird. No, I just Googled it and it popped up in images and I printed it. So yeah.
So what did you Google exactly?
I Googled random map of Japan places.
So, sir, just go on Google again and share your screen so we can see.
I would, but it's like 9 o'clock and we don't even carry out all the steps yet. So yeah. So next time I will show you my method. All right, so let's say, for example, on our screen, okay, well, I just realized that it's very blurry. All right, so it should be a little clearer. So let's say that our question, there we go. All right. What is happening is that my fan is trying to blow away. I'm just trying to blow away the map. All right, so still don't work because that's where the fan is blowing from. But anyways, so let's say that the question says, what is the distance between Goodhall and Brownstown? What is the distance between Goodhall and Brownstown? So first of all, you get a strip of paper, you fold it so that you have a nice straight clean line, and then you place your strip of paper along the 2 points in the question. You take your trusty pencil, which is very sharp. Don't use a dull point pencil because a dull point can change your measurement. So a dull point can be like, 2 inches or so. Well, not 2 inches, but it may be like 2 millimeters or so, when the accurate measurement will be 1 millimeter. Don't worry yourself. When you're doing it, you will find out what I'm talking about. Always sharpen your pencil so that you have a nice point. So you want to mark off the distance, and you want to go from a middle point of the town. So don't go from the edges, because sometimes the places are actually not points, but it may be a factory, and it's or a housing scheme, and it says measure from that house number 23 to the factory. And if you are going to be measuring from the edges, then you might get a wrong distance. So always try to measure from the middle of the feature. So establish a midpoint in the feature, and then you mark off. I hope you see where I'm marking off. So now I have the distance that is between Goodhall and Brownstown now on my paper here. Now that I have done that, I am going to place this strip of paper with the 2 marks along the scale of my map. So I have to adjust it so that I can see, but So I place a strip of paper along the linear scale of my map. So bam. So I line up my first mark with the 0 and then mark it off. So we have a slight problem here. So this is actually, anybody sees the distance?
There we see the distance, but we can't see the unit.
All right, so
Sir,
this is
it
0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But 4 is actually, the line for 4 is actually here. So it's actually a little over the 4. It's actually a little over the 4. So we know that the distance between Brownstone and Goodall, it's 4 kilometers and some remainder.
Like 2.
So on your maps remember we discussed this, on this side of the 0, there would usually be some smaller divisions. And that's where you would place this little extra point. You would place it over here and find out what is the extra division on that point. All right, so next class we're going to be using a real map. Next class we're going to be using a real map. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and try to practice on using this technique, using your atlases. Just find that the atlas with a nice, good scale on it. And maybe it's the map of Jamaica or a map of anywhere in your atlas that has a nice scale on it. And you measure, you make up a question in your mind, like what is the distance from Christiana to Brownstone or something like that, and measure it. And we'll get back to the next class. You'll be so sharp at doing this that you, when I put the next classwork in the classroom, you will be able to just shut it up. So people, it is 9:07. Please spam the chat with your name and your form so that I can transfer it over to the register. And then, yes, you're free to go because I'm a little over time.
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
Bye, sir.
Have you written?
Bye,
All right.
sir.
All right, see you next class.
Bye, sir.
Yes, and no spamming of the Google Classroom with names. Thank you so much.
Bye, sir.
All right, blessings. Have a great one.
All right, sir.
Bye, sir.
Hey, blessings. See you later. See you next week, Monday. All right, I hope everybody has written, because I'm lifting this chat. I'm lifting this chat so I can record it. Hopefully the register will be up and running by the time I get over there. No, it's still out.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you repeat step 1, please?
Step 1?
Yes.
Seriously? Step 1 is like the easiest step. Get a piece of paper. Step 1 was get a paper. Step 2 was fold your paper. If you look in the chat, you will see the steps. I believe Tina or Christina wrote it out too. So step 1, get a piece of paper. Step 2, fold the paper so it produces, she did not write everything. So it produces a straight line. Alright, so I am copying the chat now. So anything else that you write after will not be. So if you write your name after this, sorry, you might just be upset. Where are my Word documents?
I can